Good morning, warriors. Today we will continue learning about color theory. We're going to learn about color schemes and how to apply them to simple drawings and designs. So first, the definition. A color scheme is a way to organize colors to create a certain feeling that you are going for. And we'll talk about that here in a second. Sorry. So here's our color wheel. Take our basic color wheel here. Well, let's just look here. Oh, this is perfect. All right, so complementary colors, that's one color scheme. And that is where you go across the color wheel. So yellow and purple are one set of complements. Blue and orange are another set of complements. And green and red are another set of complements. And we'll see these used often because there is an interesting effect that it has on the brain when you do complementary colors. Yellow and purple. This is a very famous example of yellow and purple. I know Josh is going to be excited to see me sharing this. The LA Lakers, yellow and purple. Something about the color combination that sells. Red and green, Mountain Dew, just to name one of many products that uses red and green as a combination in their logo. Blue and orange, here's the Visa logo. There are many other, wait a second, all right. There's blue and orange. Visa uses that among many other things. It goes back to Mountain Dew, sorry I didn't share that. Red and green. So you can see that these are just one example. There are many examples of complementary colors being used in production. And you'll see it in fine art as well, in painting and drawing. But I'm using examples that you've probably seen very obviously. The next color scheme that I want to talk to you about is called analogous colors. And that you will see in today's assignment, which I'm still actually editing now. Analogous means they are next to each other on the color wheel. And what does that mean? Very simply, it will be green. In this case, it would be green and yellow, yellow and orange, orange and red, red and purple, purple and blue. Now in this color wheel here, you see there are another level of color in between the primary and the secondary. Those are called tertiary or intermediate colors, and we will learn about those in a few days. I don't want to bombard you with all the information now. So let's just focus on the idea of complementary and analogous colors. But I also want to talk to you about certain specific analogous color schemes. And those are warm and cool. Warm colors are your reds, your oranges, your yellows. Cool colors are violets, blues, and greens. If we go back to the color wheel, you know, here, this half of the color wheel, this is kind of your cool half, and this is kind of your warm half. You have some that are kind of in between, like the yellow green or the red purple. Those could maybe go either way. But generally, this is the warm half of the color wheel, and this is the cool half of the color wheel. So what we are going to do today is we are going to make some small, simple drawings using these concepts. Here's our little drawings we made yesterday. And again, just to remind you, these are the warm colors. These are the cool colors. Oops, I made the L upside down because I am writing upside down. So warm and cool. What you are going to do today is you are going to make 3 very simple logos with all of the complementary color combinations. And when I say simple, I mean just take one letter in your name and outline it simply. Hoffman. And just see what happens when you create a very simple drawing using the complementary colors. I kind of want to make it darker around the H so that the orange pops out against the blue. Okay, so that's orange and blue complements. Red and green. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Now, purple and yellow. Maybe we'll try a little bit. A different font. And this is just a teeny little introduction to logo design, and we will get more into it at a later date. Anyway, you get the idea. So there's 3 very simple logos using the complementary colors, using the 3 different schemes: yellow and purple, green and red, orange and blue. Now, I also want you to make a landscape. And when I say a landscape, that is a view of something outdoors. But I want it to be very simple. And when I say simple, I mean just draw like that's your window, horizon line. You're going to draw a sky, you're going to draw the land, and maybe one very simple geographic form. But you are going to choose either a warm or a cool color scheme. And actually, I'm going to do both, but you only have to do one, because I just want you to see what I mean when I say simple. So the horizon line, that's where visually when we look out, that's where the sky and the land meet up. We'll talk more about that in specifics when we do our landscape drawing units. But for now, just trust me. And we're going to use one, we're going to use cool, and one we're going to use warm. Again, you only have to do one, but I'm going to do both of them just to show you. So this obviously is going to be cool. These are the cool colors. That's the sky. And here is the land. And as you can see, I'm controlling my strokes, kind of going this way to give it the feeling that the land is solid. But depending on where you are, it may be a different kind of an environment. If you're like in rocky terrain, the strokes maybe should go in a different direction. So this maybe almost looks like the ocean because it's like blue against blue instead of kind of an icy wasteland. But then I'm going to just draw a few mountains here in the background, a few little hills. So if I've done it right, it should give the viewer the feeling that this is a cold environment. Now I'm going to do a warm landscape. We'll start with the sky again. I'm going to be using yellow, orange, and red. I kind of want to make it feel like it's the desert. But maybe there's a little road here going off into the distance. So I'll leave that one color. I'm feeling like I should have gone with lighter colors, so I'm just going to go over with yellow, see what happens. And again, I'll put like the hint of some little mountains back there. Kind of like dark, shadowy hills against the sunset. So, very simple drawings. And honestly, if you don't even want to try and put in extra little details, that's fine. But make a very simple landscape with either cool or warm colors. I kind of want to tell you to do both, but I won't. I'll say pick one. So I think I'll give you a little bit more. So I'm giving you a little bit more to do today because tomorrow is Friday and it'll be grading and you'll have time to get caught up. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope this is educational and engaging for you. And I will see you tomorrow.